What is going on, you guys? If you guys are a business professional or an entrepreneur that has sacrificed their health at the expense of building up their business, don't like how they look, don't like how they feel, this video is going to be for you. So I got an awesome story for you guys. I started at a mortgage brokerage 3 years ago. I started to notice the stress that was impacting everybody, and you guys know that if you're in a startup, it can be a huge dilemma. So the biggest thing was that our CEO was really just suffocating. He was super stressed out, he was 40 pounds overweight, and he was really having a hard time. So he came to me and he asked, hey, can you put me on a plan to help me get over this? Because I'm stressed, I'm sick, I have congestion all the time, I feel terrible, my digestion's off, I'm 40 pounds overweight, skin's not looking too good, what can we do? So what we did was we looked exactly what he was doing in his life, in his day-to-day, how he was responding to the stressors, the thoughts that he was thinking, the foods that he was eating, and his really day-to-day regimen. Realized a lot of different factors that were really compounding into making him feel so unhealthy and really just overall be unhealthy. He was really on the fast track to pre-diabetes, having diabetes, having high blood pressure, and a whole slew of other issues at the young age of 25. This was going to be a huge issue because obviously we think always in the future that we're always going to have our health, that it's always going to be there, and that maybe when it comes up, maybe when something happens, then we'll worry about our health. But in reality, it's super preventative, and the preventive care is going to be one of the most important factors. So what we did, we took exactly where he was, we analyzed everything, we wrote it all out, his day-to-day, foods that he was eating, his workout regimen, and we took a clear path of what the life that he wanted to looked like. So it was losing 40 pounds, it was clearing his skin, it was healing his digestive system, and it was really getting rid of how he handled the stress. Because a lot of times it's super stressful when you're starting a mortgage company or a startup in general, to the point where you have outlets such as binge eating. So we continued on, and the first thing that I did for him was I replaced coffee with lemon water. He was starting his mornings with coffee with heavy creamer and lots of sugar. He didn't really realize the amount of calories that he was drinking and how he was starting off his morning. Next, we added a little bit of fruit mixed with some non-GMO organic oatmeal. And this was going to be pivotal because it's a good way to start the day. Next, we removed all the inflammatory foods that were in his diet, such as conventional meats, it was refined oils and inflammatory oils, it was grains that were not beneficial to him, and we really just assessed everything that was going on and we replaced them with whole foods. Whole foods is going to be amazing for you because they're so nutrient dense. I have a saying that I say often is that I don't count calories, I count nutrients. That's not to say that I don't count calories or have an idea of the macros that I'm putting my clients on, but you don't want to focus so much on them because it really changes the game. Whole foods is exactly what we're meant to be eating, and in a really balanced diet, you feel so much better, you feel way more energetic, the pounds start to fly off you, and your lymph system gets a chance to detox and heal. Now, if you're anything like me, it's really hard to do anything that's overnight. I believe in shock therapy when it comes to changing your lifestyle and diet. But I will say, if you guys have read Atomic Habits, and I love that book, there's a theory that is 1% better every single day. So it continues to compound through the year. And so you guys don't realize that 1% can work the other way, where you're adding and letting bad habits stack and compound, and finally they just become your autopilot habits in your lifestyle. The next thing that we did for him was we started limiting the phone usage in the morning first thing, and then at night. So he wouldn't be on his phone the first half hour of the day, and 1 hour before bed at night, which ensured for more restful sleep. And when it's in the morning, you don't wake up looking at your phone. It automatically initiates the fight or flight response. You want to wake up and you want to look at the sun or whatever light is out there. So it has a natural release of the needed chemicals to wake you up and to really build a foundation for a strong, positive day versus starting your day with negativity and worry. Another thing we did was we started incorporating way more reading, way more journaling, way more meditation. This is imperative to becoming the best version of yourself. There's a yin and yang of life, and as hard as you want to work, there has to be the other restfulness. Most of the time we go throughout the day and we're only half working because we're so burned out and we're not really applying ourselves because we haven't had that needed rest. So oftentimes we're moving in place and we're confusing movement with progress. So we get absolutely nowhere at all. I want to offer you guys something. So depending on what it is that you want, the goals that you have set out, I want to invite you guys to live Q&As, insight from me, constant recommendations, tips, and lifestyle hacks that you guys can really use to really start implementing into your life to get that desired change result. You guys are all amazing. I love you all, and I know you guys can do it. Let 2025 be the pivotal year to where you stack habits and you change your overall life. I'll see you guys in the next video.